What's up, you monkeys? I'm going to show you around Griffith today. This is Griffith Observatory here in Los Angeles, one of my favorite spots to go to, especially being a space nerd. There's everything you could ever want. There's telescopes, science exhibits, displays, theaters, all the good stuff, even a really cool gift shop and cafe. So check it out. I stopped and chatted with Jared Head, who actually hosts a show on YouTube called Tomorrow, TMRW, I believe. He's got a sweet mohawk. Was super kind to stop and chat with us about his thoughts on space, his experience at Griffith, and just, human exploration in general. What gets him jazzed up about science and space and all that fun stuff. Check it out. I hope you like it. I'm going to try to do more of this, and hopefully, look at that hair. It's a good hair day, I think. I have a Yellowstone shirt on, which has nothing to do with space, but here we are. Side note too, try not to cringe too hard with my intro when I'm on top of Griffith. It's vomit inducing when I look back on it. It's great.
We've got Griffith Observatory here, we've got Mount Wilson, we've got new space startups like SpaceX down south. LA is such a great place right now for space nerds. I'm here with Jared at Griffith Observatory. Jared, tell us a little bit about your role here, how long you've been here.
I'm a museum guide here at the observatory. So I've been working here for about 6 years, and essentially what we do is we take what we know in science, like the latest science and other things in astronomy, planetary science, and space exploration, and we kind of take what the scientists work on and what they publish, and we translate it into something that the public can understand. So we're not like dumbing it down for the public, we don't want to do that, but we want to basically help scientists communicate with the public a lot easier than they would typically do. Because scientists not exactly the best at talking with people often, so we do that work for them.
Sure, it's a different language sometimes.
Yes, and even amongst different scientists too, it can be a different language as well.
Sure. What do you see most people when they visit here at Griffith? What are they kind of attracted to? What are they most excited about? When do you see their eyes and their face light up when they're here?
So definitely one of the things is our telescope that we have here at the observatory. Not everybody gets a chance to actually look through a telescope, and that was one of the primary missions here at Griffith Observatory, which is to allow the public to actually look through a telescope. It's technically the public's telescope, we just keep it here for them. And anybody can come and look through it for free, and when we tell people about the telescopes, including our telescopes on the front lawn, that they can look through, people get pretty excited about that, I'm sure. Some other things that people also get pretty excited about are Tesla coil that we have here. Everyone loves to talk about Nikola Tesla and some of the stuff that he's worked on. And also Pluto down in the depths of space. We have a little model of
Okay, this guy walking up right now, he's the best. He is all business. Check this out.
Last call, ladies and gentlemen, last call for the 1 o'clock presentation.
And Steven's coming in.
Make a
Cameo by
comment.
Steven.
A free live 30-minute demonstration about comets, water, and the search for life in the universe, at the end of which the demonstrator will make a kitchen comet from common household materials before your very eyes. Once again, this show is free and open to all ages. No tickets are required.
What?
Please, no food, no
We have
drinks,
to go
no
to this.
spoilers.
Right, we're going into this.
Doors
We're
will
going-
close promptly at showtime. There will be no late seating. The show repeats at 3 o'clock.
So the shows also are a big thing too. People get really excited about the planetarium show as well. So, and try to get as many people in there as we can.
What gets you most excited about space? What's your favorite thing? What's inspired you to work here and to just think about space in general?
So my favorite thing about space is that it's universal. Everybody has like a real love and a real desire to understand it or want to go to space. One of the things I love about working here is that I can hear anywhere from 8 to 10 different languages a day, because space just attracts everybody. And the neat thing about space, in the spaceflight industry or in the space sciences, is that there's a place for everybody. So it's not just an area for elite people who can do crazy kinds of mathematics in a matter of seconds in their head. You can be a science communicator, somebody who goes out and talks like we do here at the observatory. You can be an artist, because somebody has to be able to sort of allow people to conceive these different things that are happening out there. And you can be an engineer, you can be a scientist as well, but really there's room for everybody in space, and that's one of my favorite things about it.
starting fairly shortly.
Last question, Moon or Mars, what are you going to? Where do you want to go?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, if I were to answer that question, space is how I would answer that question. So space in general, as long as we go, it's good. I think that we're definitely going to be doing the right thing where we're doing where we're using the moon as our stepping stone or proving ground before we go to Mars. Once you launch to Mars, it's about 1.5 years to do what we call a free return trajectory, or basically just fly by Mars and come back to the Earth. If something goes wrong, you've got to contend with that for 1.5 years. That's pretty bad. But if you go to the moon, it's just about 72 hours to make that return, so 3 days. So if something goes wrong on the moon, you can get everybody home within 3 days. And Apollo 13 is a great example of that. Something went wrong on the way, they were able to work through the problem, and they got back to Earth safely. So, but also I'm really interested in like colonies in space, these sort of massive space stations that thousands, tens of thousands of people can live at. I think that's a little bit better because when you go to the moon or you go to Mars, you go into the gravity well of that planet and you have to launch on a rocket back out of it. But if you're sort of like in these free space kind of areas, just floating around out there, it's a lot easier to send a lot more to different places. So that's the kind of stuff I'm really interested in, the kind of future I want to see.
Great. Thank you for your time, Jared.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you're
it.
welcome.